So next, I'm going to cover MQTT architecture and implementation aspects. So it is a part of your third unit. So next, so this class I'm going to cover your MQTT architecture, publish and subscribe model, and the importance of brokers, clients and topics. And next class, we will provide information for hands-on exploration of MQTT for better understanding, and then develop a simple Python code to understand the concept of publish and subscribe. So this class, I'm going to cover only the architecture and MQTT data format, okay? So initially, this MQTT is developed by two companies, IBM and Eurotech, for end-to-end communication for embedded devices. Actually, it was mainly developed for connecting oil pipelines over unreliable satellite networks. So, for better understanding, let's say real-time example for MQTT is let's assume your radio or TV operation. Okay, so in TV broadcaster, so it broadcasts a TV program using specific channel, and viewer tunes into the channel in order to view the broadcast. So the same operation will be reflected in your MQTT principle. So there is no direct connection between broadcaster and viewer. Okay, so it is a lightweight publish and subscribe messaging protocol designed for constrained devices, mainly for low bandwidth, high latency, and unreliable network. And the recent release of MQTT is version 5 OASIS standard 2014. Okay, so this is the MQTT model. So the core elements of MQTT are clients, so your publisher and subscriber can be clients, and main important part is broker. So the clients are split into two groups. That is sender. It is also referred as publisher. Okay, and consumer that receives the data, it is called as an MQTT subscriber. Okay, and publisher and subscriber don't know anything about each other. So the main important component of this particular model is your broker. So broker is the server that distribute the information to the interested clients connected to the server, either publisher side or subscriber side. So the important points to note here is the clients, that is publisher and subscriber, don't have addresses. That is the first point. Main thing, first point is don't have address. So messages are published to broker on a topic, particular topic. Okay. And the job of MQTT broker is to filter messages based on the topic and then distribute the information to the subscriber. So that is about your third point. And fourth point, a client, either publisher or subscriber, can receive these messages by subscribing to that topic. So every message is associated with topic. Based on the topic, it can receive the information from broker. Okay. And there is no direct connection. As already told, there is no direct connection between your publisher and subscriber. So all the clients can publish and subscribe. And the important thing is the MQTT brokers don't normally store messages. That is the important point. So these are the important point to note for implementing your MQTT protocol. Okay. So here in our demonstration, we are going to use this particular broker, HiveMQ broker. It is an open source. So the open source brokers, many brokers are available. That is Mosquitto broker, Apache server, HiveMQ, Azure, IBM, WebSphere. So these are some of the open source MQTT brokers. Okay. And this protocol runs on TCP/IP. So these are some of the characteristics. Okay, I will share the slide, just you can go through it. And this is the MQTT architecture. So every MQTT communication starts with MQTT client. Okay. So in this example, CAR is our MQTT client. Let's consider CAR is our MQTT client. And let's consider data is speed. So a topic will be speed. For example, 100 kilometer per hour. So which is sent from car to server. Okay. So a topic or message is speed. So this is going to be configured as a publisher. Okay. So here the message is sent from publisher to your broker. Your Hive MQ act as a broker here. It is an open source broker, MQTT broker. Actually, first connecting to MQTT broker must be, that is connection for MQTT broker must be established. So for that, CAR first sends the connect request. To the broker. If the connection is established, it sends back acknowledgement, connect acknowledgement to CAR to acknowledge the established connection. Is that clear? Okay. After that, your CAR act as a publisher. So before publishing the message, the client must establish the connection, and after that it configured as a publisher. Okay, so it publishes the MQTT packets which contain several information. So in later slides we are going to see about your MQTT data format. Your data contains this information, that is packet ID, topic name, quality of service, retain flag, payload, and duplicate flag. Okay, so your topic name is speed. So now the message is received by your broker. So broker checks any subscriber for this particular topic speed. So that is the next step. So it's looking for any subscriber for the topic name speed. Okay. So in this case, we have server. So this server is called as client. So which controls the speed of the car. This is also a server. It is act as a client here or subscriber here. So here car, that is server, act as MQTT client and configured as a subscriber to the topic speed. So that is the information for the second flow. So every message on topic speed, the car sends to the broker. Okay. So every time it will send to the broker. If the topic is subscribed by the client, that message is being forwarded to your subscriber. Okay. Is that clear? So it's a working model of your MQTT. So MQTT client can be publisher or subscriber. So this can be publisher or subscriber at any time, at the same time. Okay. So server can publish the message with another topic. Suppose this is your speed control server. Okay. So this can publish the message with another topic, for example, brake, for controlling the speed of your vehicle. Okay. It sends to the car through this broker. Once the message is subscribed, it will be given to your car. So your car automatically will be slowed down. So this MQTT is ideal protocol for connecting devices in a fast and reliable manner. Is it clear? So this architecture is followed in most of the applications. So first connection must be established. Second, after the connection is established, the particular client is configured, that is act as a publisher, which is going to publish the message to the subscriber. So once the publish action is activated, your broker looking for some subscriber on the same topic. Once the subscriber is available, the message is being forwarded to your client. Okay. So these are some of the applications. So MQTT is the leading messaging protocol for IoT implementations. Our various platform services such as AWS, Microsoft Azure, Google Cloud, IBM, and Facebook. So many more applications such as Facebook also have adopted this MQTT. That is, Messenger has adopted this MQTT protocol. And you can find a wide range of applications using MQTT protocol. So coming into the important point, this is the packet structure, MQTT packet structure. So it is a binary based protocol where the control elements are binary bytes and not text strings. So it will carry only binary information. So we have three important columns here. So three fields. So first one is the fixed header. Okay, it takes 2 bytes and variable header will present in some MQTT control packets. The size is variable. Payload present in some MQTT control packets variable. So the MQTT packet or message format consisting of 2-byte fixed header. It always present in all the MQTT packets, and variable header not always present. Payload not always present. So this is the message format data format. So next I will explain how the MQTT data is formatted. So fixed header, first one is the fixed header. So these two fields are fixed header. Next, variable header and variable payload. So please listen carefully. So this is very important to program your MQTT protocol, okay? So here we have message type, duplicate, QoS, quality of level, and read time. So the first message type takes 4 bits and duplicate flag takes 1 bit. Quality of service takes 2 bits and read time 1 bits. So the purpose of the message type, it represents a connection request type, okay? So each value of message type represent different connections, okay? It is 4-bit length. So we have 16 possible connections. So first one is the connect. As I told earlier, connect, that is acknowledge by connect acknowledge for publishing the message. So this is the one type of connect service, publish, publish acknowledge, publish receive, publish release. This is complete, subscribe, subscribe acknowledge, unsubscribe, unsubscribe acknowledge, ping request, ping response, disconnect and reserve. So there are 16 possible requests from 0 to 15, okay? So next one is a duplicate flag. So duplicate 0 means, so this is the client first attempt to send MQTT publish control packet. Otherwise, the client is again trying to send previous packets, previous send packets. So the main important point is duplicate message flag indicate to the receiver that the message may already been received. Okay. And next one is quality of service. So we have 3 levels, level 0, level 1 and level 2. In level 1, that is 0, that is quality of level 0 specifies at most once or once. That is only once without requiring an acknowledgement. So this is also called as fire and forget time. Next one, actually here you can see first the message will be published at QoS 0. Okay. So once the server receives this message, that will be forwarded to your subscriber. Once the message is reached at the subscriber end, the message will be deleted at the client side. So the message is delivered with at most once delivery, okay? Next, quality of level 1, at least once. So a message is sent multiple times until an acknowledgement is received, okay? And this is also known as acknowledged delivery, okay? So you can see here, first the message is stored at the client side, published using this quality of level 1. The messages are stored in server side and subscribed by the subscriber. Once the message is subscribed, the message will be deleted at the server side that will be acknowledged by publish acknowledge, and message is deleted at the client side. Okay. And QoS level 2 specify exactly once. The sender and receiver use two-level handshaking here. Two-level handshake to ensure only one copy of the message is received. Okay. So this is known as assured delivery. Most of the IoT applications, they are using this level 2, assured delivery. So first message is stored at the client side, publishing, store the message at the server side. Once the message is subscribed, the message will be deleted at the server side. So the client and server performing two-way handshaking, that is two-level handshaking, by sending publish, receive, release, and complete. After that, message will be deleted at the client side. So this quality of service is very important while transferring the data from client to client. Okay. Next, retain flag. So retain flag is 0 means the broker will not hold the packet. The final one is the retain flag. That means the broker will not hold the packet. Otherwise, broker will hold hold or store the packet unless there are no subscriber with the same topic. Okay. So next field, this field, number of bytes left within current packets. That is, which includes your variable length header and payload. Okay. So remaining length means the number of bytes left within current packet, including your variable header and payload. So here the variable header and payload, last two fields. Just look at this diagram. Last two fields are not present in all MQTT control packets. So its structure is different for different MQTT requests. So this table, variable header, is present. This field represents, that is, describes the variable header is present or not. In the fields present or not, it will describe. The case of payload means the payload is actual data. It is not present in all MQTT control packets. So this field requires in which request payload is required or not. For this case, connect, it is required. For connect acknowledge, this field is not required. Similarly, it is required, not required. So next class, I will explain the important message types. So I am going to cover only these 4 types: connect, connect acknowledge, publish, and subscribe. So these 4 are very important in order to implement your MQTT protocol. Okay. Any doubts regarding this? Any doubts? Do you have any doubts? See, this data format is very important for understanding your MQTT architecture and protocol. Okay. Otherwise, it's very difficult to write a code in Python. So next class, I will explain connect message format, connect acknowledge, publish, and subscribe. Okay. After that, I will give some hands-on exploration of MQTT. For that, you have to install this Baho MQTT. Just please note it down. You have to install this Baho MQTT client. So from the command prompt, you have to install. The command is pip install baho.mqtt. I will share the slide, okay? Baho mqtt.client. You have to install this library in your command prompt. Otherwise, we cannot access MQTT protocol in Python program. So for all your demonstration, I am going to use this Hive MQ broker, MQTT broker. Is that clear? So I want some response. Is that clear? Okay. Okay, thank you, ma. Thank you, everyone. Thank you.